Specifically, in this case, last week I played through about the first half of Tex Murphy, the Pandora Directive, the fourth game in that series, if my math is right. Yeah, I got about halfway through it, so tonight I'm going to play through the other half of it. That's pretty straightforward, I suppose. Let me just get this guide back up, which... Oh, my phone did not save my place in. That's fun. That is how I have to do this. I have no better fix. I'm already using one monitor for the game, one monitor to monitor the stream. And also I can't tab away from Steam's version of DOSBox without it causing problems. So this is how we do the thing. You just see if I can't remember where exactly I was. I think I was in Area 51 and had just gotten into the second floor. So that would be right here in this. Okay. That should be good. Hope people are enjoying this one. Just to comment on it a little bit before jumping back in. I mean, it's the same engine as Under a Killing Moon. I feel like this one takes itself a little bit more seriously and is a bit better acted, and these are kind of to its detriment. Like, the sense of humor that Under a Killing Moon had was, like, totally a bad fit for the game. We're doing this, like, you know, hard-boiled film noir detective thing, and then all of a sudden somebody, like, runs through a wall and leaves a them-shaped hole in it, and we have the weird, like, ex-wife banging the upholstery guy while you walk in scene, and everybody was so awkward about it. Like, it doesn't work at all, but it like, fails to work so well that it's really striking, and just kind of, you know, gives you those magical memories. And this game has been, like, level in tone, and therefore much less interesting. I think I've also mentioned this has multiple endings, which, for the most part, require you to fight through the entire game and just, like, get alignment points in certain dialogue scenes. Apparently not with anything else really changing until you get to, like, the very end. And I'm not going to go through and get the other ones, because this is, like, a 20-hour game with 7 endings, technically, although a couple of those are, like, minor variations. Anyway... I guess that's enough stalling for time. I'm just jump into the stream now. Let me just double check. I did link this, or we're supposed to link this. So I should also think about what I'm doing next week. I was thinking, since I have the whole series, and the next one's supposed to be a bit shorter and less ambitious, I would just, like, jump right into the 5th game of this series, but I don't know if I can take that much of this in one go. Again, if there's anything people would like to see from me, let me know, otherwise I'll find something to do. I always wanted to have my little change of pace between the alphabet passes. Begone ads. Okay. Interesting, it, like, does the just, like, continue thing when it crashes and puts you right back where you were pretty much, but doesn't do that when you're formally quitting out of it, apparently. Yeah, that looks right. Let's see. This was me about to go down to floor 2. Or this is me having gotten to floor 2, okay. I think I mentioned it before too, but there is a recent fan patch someone made to give these segments like standard WASD controls, which like I don't know. I appreciate how weird this is. Okay. Do
Well, that won't work.
no? Did I miss a little card reader on the side? I did. And again, like the best way I can describe how movement works in this is if you ever played like a computer simulation of air hockey, like the whole shuffle puck series. It's like that kind of. And pardon me as I get the rhythm to keep my phone from falling asleep while doing this. I like how there's like this big JPEG of the interior of the room to hide the loading, but like it's so painted on. Okay, let's see. What do we have in here? Why did I just look down?
TVs were probably installed so the brass wouldn't miss their favorite soaps. Everything in this room, including the projection screen, is still in great condition. And a reel-to-reel tape player. These were popular before cassette decks took over.
Yeah, this is a game like set like 2050. Just
These
pointing that out.
photos are either dead aliens or my sister's kids.
So again, like yeah, really into like the like mid 90s space conspiracies with the alien autopsies and the Mayans and whatnot in this game, and it's like oof. And I wasn't on board with that at the time. I thought X-Files was boring when it wasn't a Monster of the Week episode, so not the best audience for that. Anyway, what else do we have in here? Oh, we have some stairs, so I automatically look down. There's a huge improvement to the engine, though, from the previous game.
That's a video projector.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do we got here? Looks like a remote control for a toy.
It's very visible on that.
Well, it seems pretty simple to operate. Turn it on and steer. If I want to pick something up, get the crosshairs on the object and get it. Easy as falling down.
Oh boy, we're gonna have a mini game.
Several top secret military documents.
So can we like take a moment to appreciate just like how full my inventory is at this point? Like it's absurd. I was just gonna like auto scroll while I'm frozen, and then I can read the clearer version of the bottom if I page through. But like, this isn't terrible. Ultra 7 clearance level. But yeah, it's weird the game set in like 2050 is all like, ooh, here's what's going on in like, 1950. Yes, I know neither of those dates is correct. Also, like, I love that I can't just move on. I have to. I click the examine button. We gotta watch this slowly scroll. Interesting sound. This I'm gonna call it a bad design decision. It's like they fully designed the layout for examining things on the assumption that you'd only just have, like, here is a close-up photo of this object, and didn't think like someone could put giant text files in the game. So any concept of like turning pages, it's a weird afterthought in a different part of the UI. And like, I don't know, you could scroll a little faster if you're gonna like force me to watch this. Also, yes, I am griping too much to pay attention to what's going by. Okay, I'm free. Oh, and this is also less than ideal the way this scrolls. Okay, there's the Majestic 12, there's Struman, there's Sexy James Forrestal. A whole lot of names. Hopefully I won't need to know any of them later on. And standard Roswell crap. Wait. Okay, I thought I said Dr. Bonk for a second. Dr. Bronk is still kind of funny, but like, Numerous examples of what appear to be form of writing found in the wreckage. Efforts to decipher these remained largely unsuccessful. That's just the end, huh? Okay. What's it on in here? No. We also got this. So like I love that like the conceit here is this is like just this top secret military base from 100 years ago, and this is how they label their things, and nobody's been here since.
This is the play button.
Colonel, we've placed the probe in the ventilation system on level 1. We've surveyed level 2 and it appears there are no survivors.
That's it. I'm expecting to go on longer. Okay. Did I duck at something? Because I swear I feel short next to all this stuff. Ooh, look at that texture bar up on that table there.
The door to continue my Roswell tour.
Once again, I'm sure there's a way to just skip past the look to the next verb without just, clicking twice, but I don't know what it is. What does that say? Ah.
And the elevator.
Oh, trying to automatically turn me around, huh? It's not disorienting at all. What else do we have on here? Yeah, it's hard to read. That's really hard to read. Like how? I always like mash my face right into it. Okay, that might not actually be text.
Button for level 1.
Okay.
That door goes back outside. Mystery door. How comforting. Screen's been pulled back from the fan. Either something went in or something came out.
So like I was saying before, let's just like take a moment to appreciate how many pages of items I'm carrying over. That's like 3 pages of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 items each. Well, not since it's not full, but like I've got like 30 things on me. That's a kind of a lot.
The
Anyway.
weight bar stopped the fan dead in its tracks.
Oh, no sound effect for that? Okay. Do. Where was that now? And that's not like stuff I found ever. That's like what I currently have. Like some stuff does get used up or combined. Okay. Oh boy.
I think I can get the abductor back through here.
Huh. Well, that is very, very sensitive. Okay. Well, it just goes. This is like not adjusted for processor speed or something. So I'm getting a slight flashback to the air duct scene in the second game.
Thank goodness for these signs. At least there's some reference information in here.
Which also had you like turning around and start going in, which was very disorienting. I feel it's supposed to go like a lot slower.
Thank goodness for these signs. At least there's some reference information in here.
Yeah. Okay.
This fan could do some serious damage to the abductor if it hits it.
Great. Okay, so what this suggests, possibly knowing how this moves, is just like right up there. Okay. Okay. Like banging to like the frame of the fan, just not the blade, is the trick there.
fresh new area for exploration.
Why?
This looks like the main memory core for the Roswell computer system.
This reminds me a little bit of what was that game? It wasn't Observer. It was something I was like mixed up with that. The one where you have just like the little Roombas on the spaceship. Also, I love that like you don't have a look button. He just like comments on things while you're doing this in general. This is special UI. Like, why is it so like that?
Oh, it's a screwdriver. That could be useful.
Way to collapse Mr. Phone stand. Where was I?
Got it.
Okay. Can I straighten my view back up? Mostly.
Analysis computers.
It feels like this part of the game is like more held together with duct tape than the standard UI. Okay. Like again, it's not like recognizing clock speed properly.
Thank goodness for these signs. At least there's some reference information in here.
Probably much easier when it was first released. But like, as long as I think like, you know, tight timing.
Looks like I can.
I mean, the fan was kind of a thing. But like, the fan was moving at a regular speed, just not me. Okay. Interesting pause to load there. Also, I do love the like horrifying mummified corpses up on the walls, just encased in goo. That, yeah. Like that in the green screen vision is kind of a cool effect. Yoink.
Got it.
I didn't even have to change my picture elevation. Hooray. That's all I need in this room, apparently. Like, it is good vibes in here.
It's just a robotic arm over the testing area.
Well, plus there's like the like checks to see something to look at and automatically pause the game for some voiceover about it is kind of a thing. There we go. Zoom. I appreciate those. Like, good gameplay variety. I mean, it's kind of the same thing I was already doing, but, like, you know, in green, with bad controls. Well, with different bad controls, I should say.
These signs. At least there's some reference information in here.
Okay. Mash right into it. Go up and zoom. Okay. How much would it suck to not have like directions on where to go in here? I do appreciate that on like the second game's like weird little air vent maze, there's labels on the pathways.
Here's a way into
Because
one
like
of those
you
sealed-up rooms.
quote had a map unquote in that one, but it did not help.
I can't get the abductor out through that door.
Okay.
Well, there's no shortage of computers around here. A TV monitor for your every mood.
Let's see. I really just like Pranks doesn't crash at this point. Okay, so according to this walkthrough, there's a red key card on this desk. I think I see it. You'll have to trust me on it being red.
Then more computer equipment.
Is that close enough?
Then more computer equipment.
No, it is not. Okay, is that good enough?
Then more computer equipment.
Or am I too high now? This is some real, like, arcade claw machine action going on here with this thing. Okay, there we go.
Looks like somebody dropped their security clearance card. I guess they were just preoccupied with their own survival. Got it. Then more computer equipment.
I didn't even click anything. Don't talk. Okay. Yeah, ow, aye. You have sharp claws. Good morning. Gonna get these trimmed like this weekend. Okay, so let's see.
I can make out a couple of bodies in that mess.
So finicky. Good enough? No. Well, maybe? There we go. Okay. Back into the vents. I'm enjoying this part, but like, holy cow. Okay.
Thank goodness for these signs. At least there's some reference information in here.
Indeed. You don't have to keep saying
Thank
it, though.
goodness for these signs. At least there's some reference information in here.
Why is it put together this way? Like, okay, I want J26 next, which is here. Still checking. Yes. Okay.
This chair's in good shape. The salvage company could do pretty well around here. Sheesh. There are more TVs here than there are at a damaged freight sale. Main control panel looks out of commission. Sheesh. There are more TVs here than there are at a damaged freight sale.
I wonder how slow it was supposed to go. Okay, could you shut up about every little thing, Tex?
Robotic arms. Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't want to touch some of this stuff either.
You really appreciate how many things there are to look at when you automatically look at them all.
There sure are a lot of computers in this complex.
I wonder if that's also like just a bad emulator issue, and it's like spamming something that I shouldn't.
Main control panel.
I'm not actually trying to do. Oh, if I actually hold it down, I go slower. And then if I tap it, it's like quick jerks. Weird. And it's still too fast, but still.
That's an old style X-ray machine. This tube has got some interesting fluid inside.
Okay. Me.
Got it.
Okay. Interesting fluid obtained. Make your jokes now. And
I'm not gonna need this alien abductor anymore. Besides, I think my Rodco battery pack is already running out of juice.
okay.
Like a vial of acid. I'll bet it's toxic as hell.
Behold, it is in fact red. Just looking at our new stuff. Okay. Now back to the nice, smooth, weird, slidey controls. Which,
Mystery
you know,
door.
after that, like,
How comforting.
this is wonderful. Okay. Now I'm going back to the elevator. To definitely where it is. Do.
Old style elevator doors.
Okay. Now then.
That doesn't seem to do anything.
No?
That's a control panel for the elevator. That's a control panel for the elevator.
Am I not close enough? Oh, it's just the one big screw in the middle there?
Well, that won't work. That doesn't seem to do anything. That's a control panel for the elevator.
Is there a different panel in here that I'm not seeing? Gotta think it'll be that one. Oh. Hang on. I got ahead of myself.
That's a button for level 2. It's a toxic waste bin.
Not the clearest directions I'm being given. Okay, this might be what I'm looking for.
Well, that won't work.
Okay. In theory, there is an elevator. Besides the one that I came in on, that is requiring this security card. And the walkthrough has a bad sense of direction for this part of it, apparently. Okay, this might be it. Okay. Now we're in business. This elevator. Ah, that's more like it. Okay. Oh boy. This is going to be fun.
It's a control panel for the elevator. These wires will activate the explosive when the level 3 button is pushed.
Excellent. Well, you know, I did just save it.
That's the button for level 3. That's the button.
Oh. I just hit... Oh, no, hang on. I'll try it again and not click too fast.
That's the button for level 3.
There's kind of a delay on that, okay. It's a good game over screen. It's like, I haven't seen it much. Well, I mean, I saw it like 5 times in a row the one time, but you know. The shrug.
As I press the button for level 3, I'm suddenly curious about the red and blue wires sticking out of the control panel. Too late. My life flashes before my eyes, and once again, I regret not taking piano lessons.
That's certainly a way to have a hint for your puzzle. You just die here, and then, oh, maybe I should have done something. I miss Dreamsville Jones.
That's the control panel for the elevator.
Okay, so.
Well, the bomb's free, but if I don't get rid of it soon, it won't matter.
Okay, now I gotta get out of here. Wait, where'd the door go? Well, didn't realize it closed when I loaded my game. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Once I cut the wires, I guess I needed to deal with the bomb in less than 30 seconds. Since I didn't, it blows pieces of me.
I do like these informative death messages, though. Like, here's why you died. You should have done this. It's very Dragon's Lair cartoon. It's okay. First of all,
in the elevator. I hope it isn't poison too. It's a control panel for the elevator. Well.
okay, now let's. Oops, did not mean to hit that. Of course, it's not shift, it's R. Okay, I think I'm in the clear. That was very close, though. Certain things don't save, like things being open, turns out. Okay, so Now I can go to level 3. And, okay, good. I remembered the D-tiptoe button. I do like the fact that I did just, like, run down the hall on my tiptoes, though. That's very cute. This is why I hate people who, like, want all of their UIs standardized. Like, it's an experience. Also, I love, like, how obtrusive this bomb is on buttons. Couldn't have been, like, built it to the wall or anything. That'd be something or other. So what's that?
This must be the shell of the spacecraft that crashed. Looks like all the individual parts have been stripped out and stored elsewhere.
What a good spaceship this is. What a... Oh, it's like hollow.
This must be the ship.
Okay, I get it now. With the textures warping too, it was like, wait, what's going on here? But yeah, it's like, you know, a pie slice out of a UFO. Got it.
Various fragments of the spacecraft. It's probably the pieces that broke away when it crashed.
Okay.
Miscellaneous storage area. What little odds and ends do we have in here?
I love the zoomy texture thing.
Looks like a leg fell off an Imperial walker.
Hell yeah, gimme.
Looks like a leg fell off an Imperial walker. I haven't seen a tool like this since my high school shop days.
What is this? Ah. I gather we are not done blowing things up then.
Looks like someone broke the end off their Whammo Master pogo stick. Looks like someone broke the end off their Whammo Master pogo stick. Oh, great, another empty box. Wasn't anyone in charge of removing these things? Well, that's either a sextant or a meat slicer.
See, like I'm a little lukewarm in this game overall, but I do appreciate how much
Tank of flammable gas.
commenting on things they recorded for it. Anyway, any other interesting odds and ends? That's purple.
Whoa. I'll wager the coffee that could be scraped off the inside of this cup still wouldn't be as strong as Louis'.
Hello.
Whatever attacked this facility sure left a gruesome calling card. Looks like these two soldiers died in agony.
I do like those being like in blind corners all the time, so it's just like, let me poke around here and like, oh.
That door will get me back to the hallway.
There's another down there. Okay.
Inventory storage for items 201 through 300. No need to get in there. These areas don't hold the inventory item I'm looking for.
An oddly specific thing to say.
I'll bet this is where Object 186 is stored. That's the piece Malloy needed. Damn. The door mechanism sounds like it's jammed under the lock cover plates.
Well. Let's combine our stuff with things. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Oops. I may have done that wrong. Just combine everything with everything, why don't I?
This unit will cut through pretty near anything. I'd better be sure to use it on the right thing, though. I haven't got any acetylene or oxygen to waste.
Just wave it around. We'll make it work. It's fine. Maybe move more than that, but okay. Okay, we'll make a very small hole. It's fine.
I'll bet this is where Object 186 is stored. That's the piece Malloy needed.
So we're just like destroying the lock very much. Okay. There's stuff to look
This
at.
computer system probably controls the inventory items. This computer system probably controls the inventory items. Looks like I'll have to do this manually. By clicking and dragging a numbered item on the screen, I'll have to create a path for item 186 to reach the transfer tunnel.
Oh boy.
Here goes.
Let's see. Just one of these, okay. Everything's going to sleep. I don't actually need to walk through this. I know how to do this puzzle. Doop. Doop.
Well, it seemed to do the trick. Now I just gotta find out where the power cell ended up. Lock's busted.
What's the sound?
Those doors lead into the conveyor track area. I don't know what this is, but it's gotta be what Malloy wanted.
Yoink.
Well, this is definitely the object shown on the slide. Now I just gotta figure out what Malloy needed it for.
Okay, now I just need to leave. Anything else interesting here?
This computer system probably controls the inventory items.
Where was the door? Are you the door?
That's a door out of here.
You don't look like a door, but I guess you are. Okay. What? Okay.
Inventory storage for items.
That's too far. What? See, there's stairs, and the stairs make things drunk. There we go.
That's the elevator to the.
Like, it looks really good if you're just like looking at it dead on and don't move at all, but like you're gonna move a little. Okay. Back up to the first floor. So many doors they didn't do anything with in here. Well, I guess they did like get behind them with the little robo buddy.
The elevator. Button for level 1.
Okay. Yeah, this is where I came in.
No markings on the door.
No?
The gen.
Was this where I came in, or was this where I did stuff? It's the problem with like taking a break midday. I need a like heavier. Oh no, a heavier phone stand so it doesn't fall over constantly. That's the dorms. So the walkthrough says just like turn right and go through the door, but like the walkthrough is wrong. Is this it? Oh, yeah, because there's like all the lasers out there, right? And it's just the JPEG of
That door goes back outside.
Yeah. This is when I blew up. Right. Okay.
I get back to my speeder and set a course for home. Having the power cell with me is eerie, like I'm carrying an urn full of someone's ashes. Was it actually constructed in some distant galaxy? What's its purpose? What would a hand grenade look like to someone on another planet?
Okay.
I unlock the door to my office 4 hours later, stumble into the bedroom, and hit the bed face first. After a long nap, I lift my mashed face from the mattress and push my aching body up from the bed. Like it or not, there's still a lot of work to do. My first priority is to break the code on Malloy's disk. I have the feeling the contents will give me a few answers.
Hey, Murph, I'm calling from Bermuda. It's me, Archie. I just wanted to call and say thanks for the tip you left me. You were right. Someone broke into the shop and wrecked everything. But who cares? I'm in Bermuda. I rented a boat today, and I'm going to the Bermuda Triangle. I gotta go. Thanks again, Murph.
Why do they all have the same hair? And confused expressions on their faces, like they don't know what a green screen is exactly.
She was an alien. Well, I'm glad Archie's safe and sound. Only the rest of us were so lucky.
I don't remember who that was, honestly. Been a bit. Okay, so first things first. It is now day 8.
My new vid phone is essential to my business. Thank goodness it's easy to operate. Sounds like I got a message on the vid phone.
So I was clicking on it.
Murphy, I've got the printout of your anagrams. Give me a call.
Well, I arrived safe and sound in Phoenix. It's almost as hot here as it was in your apartment the other day. Well, I just called to say hi, so hi. You're not avoiding me, are you? I certainly hope you're behaving yourself while I'm gone. Well, if you've been a good boy, I'm going to give you a nice treat when I get back tomorrow night. Now remember to polish your teeth. Bye.
Got my message?
Yeah, and your file. I don't think you know how much you were asking from me.
Sure I do. I just got a lot of faith in you. So you ready to trade?
Can you fax the printout of the anagrams over here to my office?
No problem. But I prefer that you not fax the file here. I'd rather have the real thing. If you can hang around your office for a bit, I'll send the express courier over and pick it up.
All right, but make it snappy. I don't want to hold on to this any longer than I have to.
I do like that you always have the option to, like, it's fine. Just fill the tape up. That's very good. Say, do I have a fax? I'm just gonna do it twice? Okay.
The 60-day warranty just ran out on my electronic shop fax machine. It should break down any minute now. The 60-day warranty just... Well, I'll be darned. The fax machine still works. Luckily, Purnell only included the anagram combinations that were made up completely of actual words. After looking through the list, only one anagram jumps out at me. Merge the 4 rare cases to see maps. Maybe there's a password somewhere in there. These Gumby figures took 3rd place in my 7th grade sculpting class. The watercolor plate is a lovely reminder of my favorite high school art class. This is an anatomically correct carving of my first pet, Barky.
I appreciate this is all, like, homemade art over here.
This is a pretty rock I found when I was 9. This door now opens into the legendary Tex Murphy boudoir.
So the problem with using the, like, shortcut thing for so long is I don't remember where the actual computer room was. Was theirs better?
This door leads downstairs.
So what the hell is this?
The guy who sold me this hormonotron said it would make women obsolete in my life. But I can't get it to work.
Okay. Okay.
This door connects to my rec room. I call this painting Bleak Landscape. This is just a bunch of stuff.
The point where they got bored.
This painting epitomizes my view of women as a gender.
Again, like, what is even going on here? It's got, like, a severed head with wings over rough water. Ah, here's the computers. Okay.
Most of these computer components were purchased at a yard sale. The only one I've been able to get running is the little laptop on the shelf in front of the chair. That's the only computer in the office that works.
Oh, wait. Alright, gotta use a disk on it first. Oops. There we go. No, directive, not device. I have some phone numbers. No, Reagan Medicine does not have a phone, apparently.
Looks as though this Elijah Witt has one of Malloy's boxes. He doesn't sound like the kind of guy who'll just hand it over to a stranger. Regardless, I have to start by finding out where Witt lives, and all I've got to go on is his phone number. Oh, that's one of my favorites. Bear in a trench coat. A reproduction of Fish and Fruit by the mutant surrealistic Saul Dooley.
I know I saw these when I first started the game, but it's been a bit.
This is a big photo of two horses. Why I have it, why it's actually hanging on my wall, I have no idea.
Sometimes you gotta get the good stuff, you know? Where was the... Right. I don't feel like walking down the street, turning a corner. Oh, just teleport.
I got one of these, and it's a real beauty. Memo pad. Jeez. Are they still trying to sell these things? A relief globe of the moon. That might come in handy if I ever have to relieve myself on the moon. They haven't sold a single visor since I started shopping here. And that's pretty small. But I guess video phone call tracers don't need to be very big. Portable fax machine. Just what I need. More garbage to carry around. I used to have a battery pack like this for my Robco toys. Taser. I had one of those once, but I kept zapping myself. This guy must be the new store manager.
Not that now, you talked to him before. Give him a kiss.
See anything you like?
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out.
Can I help you with something?
Okay.
Dad?
Who the hell are you?
I'm your long-lost son. Gosh, it's so good to finally meet you.
This some kind of a sick joke? I don't have a son.
Well, let me see if I can refresh your memory, Dad. Little bar in Omaha, Fifth of Wild Turkey, karaoke machine.
Who is your mother?
I actually never knew my mother. I was abandoned in an orphanage with only a small blanket and your name written on a cocktail napkin. I've dedicated my life to finding you.
You expect me to believe that cock and bull story? Who are you?
Okay. My name's Murphy. I'm calling as a mutual friend of Thomas Malloy.
If that's the case, then why all this crap about being my son?
I had to make sure you weren't an imposter. Malloy told me that you had no sons and always used the phrase cock and bull.
What do you know about Malloy? Make it good.
That's logic, sure.
Well, he was killed before he could get a certain computer disk to you. I broke the code on it. It was merge the 4 rare cases to see maps, an anagram of the title, There Are Messages from Outer Space. That's how I got this number.
How did you end up with a disc meant for me?
That's not important. What is important is the message Malloy wanted to give you. Meet me at the Imperial Lounge in New San Francisco in 2 hours. If Whit takes the bait, and I'm betting he will, it should give me enough time to look around his place.
It's a very adventure gamey exchange.
The address displayed on the call tracer is in Vancouver, BC. On the flight up, I probably passed Whit, who's headed to the Imperial Lounge. I tracked down Whit's address to a high-rise residential building. I get inside and pick the lock to the apartment. Immediately, an alarm goes off. Cool. Simon game. No, wait. Uh-oh. Looks like I've tripped an alarm. If this is the kind of unit I think it is, I probably have a couple of minutes to shut this thing down, or it'll automatically contact the police.
Now it's a Tex Murphy game.
It appears to be a switch. Well, it's authentic stone masks. Always an acceptable last resort for Halloween. It appears to be a switch. Plants are an important component to almost any decor. It appears to be a switch. Whoa. The bamboo poles are a decorative masterstroke. Sounds like I got that alarm turned off.
Okay. That wasn't too bad, actually.
I doubt Whit would leave a real fire burning.
Just
Supposed to be an artificial
freaking
flame.
stand. I need to, like, I don't know, glue something to it or tape rock to the bottom or something.
These notes look interesting. Well, the bed looks large and comfy. Looks like Whit made some notes about opening the box Malloy sent to him. According to this, he seemed to think that he'd have to figure out a Mayan date, then what that date would be on a modern calendar.
Let's see.
Now there's no lock on the drawer.
Oh, I have to look down, don't I? There we go.
Appears to be a scrapbook. The statue in this photo looks remarkably like the one over by the fireplace.
Okay, I may need these numbers. If anybody is in chat and wants to jot those down, that'd be swell. If not, I'll live, I guess. I might actually need them.
That wall hanging has some interesting symbols on it, but I can't make out what they are from here.
I approve of the adventure game Pocket. It's sort of random comedy that the last game had a lot of. And this one really doesn't, and it's a little weird. Okay. I'm sure it's going to be a fun puzzle later.
A pair of tweezers. Just the thing for refining my unruly eyebrows.
It's weird, like a fast-moving automatic elevator to get to your bed feels like just put your bed on the floor like a normal person. You're gonna get yourself killed with that.
This stone figure looks interesting. Like a book on the Mayan calendar. I personally prefer calendars of the Sports Illustrated variety.
Yep, okay. It's gonna be a whole thing.
A stack of boring and I'm sure unimportant books. Looks like some kind of reference material. Whit and I apparently have different tastes in bedtime reading.
Okay. Weird if true. I guess it's a generally equatorial part of the world, so you don't necessarily have strong seasons, but now I'm rambling.
Oh, sure. This apartment has a little nicer view than mine, if you're into that sort of thing. The foliage is a pleasant addition to Whit's apartment. This diamond pattern is different from the others. A heat-resistant foil packet. Keeps the hot side hot and the cool side cool.
Yow! That is hot!
Foil doesn't generally do that so much.
This stone figure looks interesting.
Oh boy. Uh. Okay. Do you remember those numbers from earlier? Do you remember the Mayan calendar or number system that we established? Let's see. Wait. Okay, now. Okay. I can do this one. That's fine. I just have to put my sliding tile puzzles to use while decoding a number system and referencing a physical note on the number I'm looking for. And a basically 2x5 sliding tile is actually much easier to do than a regular one. I do feel this is a skill, like it's kind of a pain to learn, but like it helps you out in so many adventure games. I did not have any hints from the walkthrough on that, by the way.
Something heavy just moved around here.
Yeah, so it's one of those things I'm proud of picking up over the years. And, like, not a bad puzzle, honestly, that one. Like, we have clear hints. It's not that hard to clutch through if you really have to clutch through it. Oh, here it is again.
It's like a number chart of some sort.
Where did that actually move something, though? Ah.
Bookcase doesn't appear to have anything of interest in it.
Hmm.
Well, hello.
Like, I actually do like the puzzles in this game so far. The plot's a little dry, but the puzzles are actually pretty good. Okay.
There are 4 dials on this box which can be moved. Looks like I need to set a modern date on the left, then a Mayan date on the right.
Okay. It's fairly straightforward, actually. Okay. Should be the first one. Yes, okay. Now here I am kind of cheating, because this one I do just have a solution for. But, like, I don't have room at my desk for a pad of paper to, like, actually write down the names of these months, so. Okay. And we want... I wonder if I could right-click those and just go the other way. That would be handy. And I'm sure I'd get more points for what it's worth. I can't, for what it's worth. Okay.
Bookcase doesn't appear to have anything of interest in it.
Well.
There are 4 dials on this box which can be moved.
Oh, good. That's my progress.
Set a modern...
Okay. Like, Mayan month names, it written in the Chicago font, is very strange to me. CPU. Okay. Again, this feels very puzzling. I think I'm done in here. Make sure I have to do those poses again.
This door leads out of Whit's apartment.
No?
like the package arrived from Malloy. I don't think anybody's gonna mind if I take a look.
Not really sure why I would be coming back here if I didn't have a guide to follow. Duh. That is readable text. It's like this. Had it all typed up. It's like, oh, that looks too much like, you know, you just typed on the screen. Like, tilt it slightly so it's all blurry and hard to read. Okay. So. Oh boy. Guess what time it is? Oh. Okay, okay. The walkthrough just said a difficult jigsaw, and yeah. Okay. Let's start trying to work this out, I guess. That's basically got to go there, size-wise. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay. And it's arrow keys to rotate. Yes, yes. At least they like give you space for it here. No. Do I have anything that will actually fit that shape easily? Not that I'm seeing. That's good. Yeah, no hinted off for this puzzle, huh? That's just, you know, difficult. That's not quite right. I guess I can maybe go by the, like, pattern on these. That feels right, but it's not, apparently. It's arbitrarily see that goes there. Also wrong. Maybe. Then I need something down here. Okay, don't feel like it's going to work. It also just occurred to me that this could go on the other side, but it shouldn't matter. Excuse me 1 second. Is there perhaps something I can go off of here. Because, screw this. Okay, I found a silent video of somebody presumably solving this. Although they didn't just, like, you know, practice it beforehand. So on the one hand, the person whose walkthrough I'm looking at did that snap it? Oh, didn't. Okay. So the trick is to cheat and find the ones that just kind of snap into place. Got it. Okay. That helps a bit. Tiny bit. I still hate this. Now I'm racing this guide because... Okay, yeah. Okay, knowing that happens when you have them, like, right is very helpful. No? Sit in, and, like, the edges don't quite match up with these is the other thing. No? Oh, wait, this actually... Yeah, okay, it seems to sit in there. The record show I'm not following a guide. I just looked at one and noticed that it was getting some little, like, suction action going on. I'm now rapidly outpacing it. Yeah, feels right. So it had to be here, right? No? Feels good. Yeah, that's got sucked in. We're going places. Hey. Okay, knowing that it'll, like, scoot you in if you're close is... something. Okay, so yeah, I can probably get this. But I'm, like, taking back every nice thing I had to say about this game's puzzles, because, no. Bad. If there's like a little click sound with it, that'd be really nice. I just needed a little hint that, like, oh no, they'll like snap into place when you're close. And we are there-ish. Close enough for jazz. Okay. And I beat the person I was watching try to solve it. Hooray. Ugh. Bad puzzle. Like, I mean, it's not that bad, I guess. Like, once I got an inroad of, like, oh, this does zoom in a little, like, that's, or snap in a little. It's a very subtle effect, though. And it hasn't been how they worked, generally speaking. Okay, where was I? I'm gonna have to clip that out because I think my attempt at solving it is slightly better than anything else I can find out there. And the speedrun gave me that puzzle. You ignore me just like letting the clock run while I look for a walkthrough for however long that was. Okay. I love this guy just saying solve the puzzle. Like, okay. We are back on track, I think. And I've got all 4 pieces of this now. Hadn't realized. Look at that. MacGuffin obtained. Okay, so I believe I just go home now. Oh, wait. There's also this.
I'm pretty sure I got all the pieces assembled, but it still doesn't work. Maybe Fitzpatrick can help me get this thing to run. With Malloy's device assembled, but still not working, I return to my office and call Regan and Fitzpatrick. Regan arrives first, then Fitzpatrick, who's brought along an unexpected guest, Elijah Witt. I don't bother asking how that happened, but Witt is clearly on Fitzpatrick's side and suspicious of Regan. He's not my biggest fan either, all things considered. But Fitzpatrick negotiates a truce, then not surprisingly pulls out the final piece of the puzzle. He hands it to me, and I slide it in an open slot on the side of the Pandora device.
It does look like Nori, you're right. That was a way to go, but yeah.
Everyone is here, I presume. All of you are here for a very important reason. You are now a council assembled in order to make a very important decision. What I'm about to reveal may be the greatest discovery in the history of our planet, yet may also be the most devastating. As you know, I have spent most of my life trying to decipher the alien symbols discovered in the Roswell spacecraft. Well, I have lived to fulfill my ambition. The translation of the alien hieroglyphics clearly states that another spacecraft preceded the arrival of the one in Roswell. and now I know where it is. The translation also indicates that the second spacecraft is much larger than the Roswell ship, possibly a colonizing vessel. As most of you know, the Roswell ship carried a lot of equipment, including
Like these awkward
hard-to-land
faces.
submarines. What you probably don't know is that it also carried tiny pods of anti-hydrogen. I believe it's possible, even likely, that there are large quantities of anti-hydrogen on this second ship. Here on Earth, experiments creating and storing anti-hydrogen have met with little or no success.
I don't think
Now,
that's
if society
true.
is ready for such a discovery, I think it would be the most
I
wonderful.
don't think that was even true when
ever.
this game was made.
It might allow us to finally break the barriers of space travel so that we could explore distant galaxies and contact other civilizations. But if this technology gets into the hands of the wrong people, it would undoubtedly result in the complete and utter destruction of our world. The decision is now in your capable hands. Good luck, my friends. Pandora's box has been opened. It's now up to you to close it.
Doesn't work that way. This whole point of Pandora's box is like, once it's open, it's open.
It's down there. Anti-hydrogen. That must be what the Black Sun symbol represents. Devastating discovery.
Well, I think we're all in agreement with this. It has to be destroyed.
Not so fast. Maybe my father's experiences in the military biased him. Think of the possibilities and the money this thing could be worth.
Money's no factor here. We're talking about a force 1,000, maybe 1,000,000 times greater than the atomic bomb. It's like handing a child a laser cannon.
Whatever the ramifications, the point is, we must find the spacecraft.
Happen to my streams where I don't talk over the cutscenes that my cat does.
We'll get some stuff.
Hold on. We're not going anywhere. I'm going down after.
Really? And when was that decided?
Well, almost 40 years ago. You just see, on an operation like this, I'm a solo kind of guy.
I don't know what kind of a woman you think I am, but if you think I'm going to be sitting around the room like a delicate flower, you got another thought coming.
Whitnire agreed that all of us must go down there, each of us taking a separate route. I strongly suspect that other parties will be getting involved. I want to maximize the odds that we get there first. Take this communicator with you. We'll try to rendezvous at the spacecraft. If there are any problems, that'll keep us in touch.
Well, okay. Gentlemen, if there's nothing else, I guess I'll see you down there in a couple of days.
Hold on, Murphy. You take this card. This guy will get you down there safely. I'm going to tell him you're coming tomorrow. And don't take the woman. We got no margin for error, and we need no excuses.
So what you're saying is, you don't want me to take the woman?
No distractions.
All right. Fitzpatrick and Witt had taken a taxi to my office, so I offered to give him a lift back to the Savoy. Fitzpatrick seems lost in thought, and I have a hunch he knows something he hasn't told us. On the way back to my office, I try to imagine what we're about to find. The whole thing is so incomprehensible, it only makes my head hurt to think about it.
You know, I dealt with a lot of sexism in my life, but I don't think I've ever been referred to as the woman.
Well, I suppose you've already sat in my chair and eaten my porridge, too.
Took you long. I thought I was gonna have to stir it in by myself. I hope you don't mind I made myself comfortable. And I'm very comfortable.
Like,
Yeah.
again,
How long does it take you to smoke that cigarette?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
the script clearly says, like, you know, tempting seductress, but she just doesn't have the look. It's like...
You know, I've never been very good at figuring out women. Can you explain to me what's going on here?
Don't tell me you've never done this before.
Just once.
Come over here, little boy.
Let me put on my most seductive outfit, my grayish beige sweatsuit. Just...
If we're gonna be in this thing together, I wanna make sure you're
Well.
away. Promise and text.
When I get a chance to save it, I'll get you some treats, okay?
But I can't do this for you. There's somebody else. Wouldn't be fair to me. Or to you.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me? I can give you everything. I can love you better than you've ever loved.
Look, I don't want to argue about this. The way you look makes it tough as it is.
There's a fortune just waiting
Again,
for us.
it's just like...
I'm going.
This is like a clean the house up outfit. Like...
You blew it. Could have had everything. Now you have nothing.
So, like, day 8 was just, like, solve this one BS puzzle. That was kind well, no, there was also the alarm. But, you know. And also, I guess, a
After
blunder
I
your way
wake
into those
up, I
rooms.
pack several days worth of supplies and contact the pilot Wood had set me up with. Flight down takes about 12 hours, giving me plenty of time to think about last night. Regan probably isn't accustomed to being turned down by a man. Not that I didn't think twice, but she and I have very different ideas on what's to be done now. Fitzpatrick and Witt were right. I don't know exactly what we'll find down in Mexico, but whatever it is, I'm sure the world's not ready for it. Regan doesn't seem to understand that.
Oh. Cutscenes, you've been so surprisingly well done to this point. Now we're just gonna, like, walk through the potted plants, huh? Yeah. So where's your, like, whip and fedora, anyway? look at. There's a poorly rendered. Oh, skull. Okay. Hang on.
I know that whatever Malloy was looking for is just on the other side of these ruins. Since the jungle's so dense, it might be better to see if I can find a way through the structure itself.
Okay. Wow. Let's see. It is. Now let me get my cat something really quick because he's being very demanding. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, what do you want? You want a drink? You want treats? Drink? Okay. I thought that was already running. My apologies. Especially when I have the air conditioner off. Hopefully that's all he needs. Now, let's see.
Like some sort of monolith, covered with carved Mayan characters. I knew someday I'd regret not taking that conversational Mayan course in college. I think I saw something like this in that sci-fi classic, Raiders of the Last Ding Dong.
That's the Tex Murphy humor I've been missing for some reason.
The symbol on the door looks like a snake. Must mean something. There's a small circle painted below the symbol. I think I saw something like this in that sci-fi classic, Raiders of the Last Ding Dong. Well, I guess the door isn't going to open until I do something on the altar.
Meow, 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 meow. Also, wow, my stuff is all gone.
This appears to be some sort of ceremonial altar.
Oh, wait. That is just open, I think? Sort of? Or I can at least get a better look. I thought it was like
The
a...
shards spread around this chamber have
texture.
designs painted on them and appear to be made of the same stone as that altar in the center of the room. There are designs and the paintings on the walls in here that look like pathways from some kind of map.
You want something else, don't you, baby? Hang on. Meow, meow, meow. Want treats? Yeah? What about these ones? How many of these do you get? Yeah. Here you go. Okay. Like for a second, I was like, oh yeah, I can move around freely.
The shards spread around this chamber have designs painted on them and appear to be made of the same stone as that altar in the center of the room.
People complain, I suppose, that the Tex Murphy games don't have enough puzzles, and so okay, yes, more jigsaw puzzles. Got it.
The shards spread around this chamber have designs painted on them and appear to be made of the same stone as that altar in the center of the room. The shards spread around the...
You would say it on every single one of them.
Symbol on the door looks like a snake. Must mean something. There's a small circle painted below the symbol. There's a sun symbol over this door. There are designs and the paintings on the walls in here that look like pathways from some kind of map.
Kinda, sure.
There's a star symbol over this door. The shards spread around this chamber have designs painted on them.
Yeah.
I think I saw something like this. Piece of papyrus. From what I understand, this is what people wrote on before they invented word processors.
So dated.
There's a black sun symbol over this door.
Let me check this out first. Oh, is it just blank?
The shards spread around this chamber.
Memo?
The shards. The shards. There's a black sun symbol.
Okay.
The shard.
So, okay, this is why I was confused, because I start me out in this room, but in this little Stonehenge thing.
The shards.
So yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 4 more.
There's a moon symbol over this door.
It's 11.
The shard.
Should be one more somewhere. Oh, really?
The shards.
Okay. Puzzle pieces collected. Wow. My Mao. Wanna come up here and sit with me? Hmm? Come here. Come here, I'm doing more annoying jigsaw puzzles. Come here. Hop on up. Wow. Yeah, I got you treats. I got you a drink. Come on up. There we go. You want to get comfortable? Hmm? Lay down? Yeah? Maybe? Hmm? Yeah? There you go. Yeah. I'll take a moment and pet you, and then we'll do this puzzle, okay? Yeah. Because we all know cats are more important than old adventure games, right? Yeah. You good? That enough attention? Take a nap now? Hmm? Yeah? A little more? Okay. Okay, this is much more straightforward, it looks like. And they're getting better about, leaving you space around the edges, too. Clearly goes there. It's like, okay, we just tortured you with like the worst one of these. Now we're gonna make one really, really easy to make up for it. Actual unique edges and like a lot of, you know, space around the sides to work with. And okay, that totally overlap, but okay. Never played any of the Tex Murphy games before, you know, streaming them here, and like I was expecting more traditional adventure game puzzles, but we are really all in on this jigsaw stuff. And as long as you remember you can rotate them, like most of these are pretty straightforward. How fast you have to get those bonus points though? Like, holy cow. I mean, that's all in. It's all in. One of these slightly out of position. I've definitely done it. Oh, was that one? Okay, slightly ajar. Okay. Or not ajar. You know what I mean. Okay.
The design on the altar looks like a map. Symbol on the door look. It's a chunk of charcoal. History's first pencil.
Oh, I see what we're doing here. Oh, I mean, have to like be in the room to use that?
Using the charcoal and papyrus, I sketched out a map based on the design I assembled on the altar. I put an X where I'm pretty sure I came in.
Okay. I do like how there's little like edges on the door, on the walls, to make it kind of confusing where there's a turn.
Small stone bowl.
To encourage you to actually use the map.
In remarkably good condition.
I also like that I can just have the preview there and kind of see what it is from, without having to like reference it again. However, I am following a guide. His own take on navigation. Now he's got to find the silver monkey. Just can't look at the map while I'm moving. That's annoying.
Looks like some sort of ceremonial dagger.
Oh, I got two of them now. Also, this attempt at, like, you know, ominous mystical music really reminds me of, like, the main theme to House 2 for La Crystal Skull in it. The movie that I have a poster of over my computer because I have, like, its one fan. It's good, though. You should watch it. Okay. You can also see just, like, dubbing, like, Doom music over this.
Unless I miss my guess, this is Oliver Edson. Looks like he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Unless I miss my guess. A pair of thick lens glasses.
I can't think it's Fedora.
Looks like Edson's gun was damaged by one of the falling rocks. And it's an ancient Coleman lantern. Wonder how long this thing's been here. These pieces of stone sure did a job on Edson.
Did you? I mean, you're not alone in hating it, but, like, always been a favorite of mine. It's one of those movies where it's just like the director realized that nobody at the studio's paying attention. He can get away with whatever he wanted to do, so he just went for it. Okay, now to examine all this.
Looks like some dirt got jammed in the barrel. It's pretty much useless in this condition.
Just spin all these bullets as I take them out.
Without a functional firearm, these aren't worth much.
Guess I just handle that carefully then.
These frames aren't much good. The lenses might be useful. This has got a pretty sharp edge on it. Man, the prescription on this lens is pretty strong. It's like the magnifying glass I used to burn ants with.
Monster. Okay.
Using the charcoal and papyrus, I sketched out a map based on the design I assembled on the altar. I put an X where I'm pretty sure I came in.
Okay. I think I'm like here. Definitely didn't take a wrong turn. I love this guy just like, oh yeah, solve the brick push puzzle, and then like, here's a maze we have a map. I'm just gonna give you like relative directions based on how you're facing it in the moment.
That's the remains of some ancient Mayan warrior. The spear he's holding is tied to his hand with a piece of cord. Maybe it was some kind of sentinel, but now it's just a pile of dusty bones. Shield looks pretty sturdy. I guess the cord is made of hemp. Burns real nice, or so I've been told.
Ah, weed joke.
Well, the spear's still in pretty good shape.
Okay. Look at all this. Sure.
It's a cord made out of hemp. Too bad I don't have any zigzags. I heard this stuff burns real well.
Zigzags? Spiky. Okay, now I need to, I think, double back to where I started.
Using the charcoal and papyrus, I sketch out a map based on the design I assembled on the altar. I put an X where I'm pretty sure I came in.
I think I'm here. And this one I'll wind around, taking back to the door I came in through.
Symbol on the door looks like a snake. Must mean something. There's a small circle painted below the symbol.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of, like, this game is already for Crystal Skull to show up, now that I think about it. We're in Mayan ruins, we're doing all the, like, you know, greatest hits of, like, weird conspiracy stuff. It's, you know, it's on the list. Okay, let's see.
There's a sun symbol over this door. Symbol on the door looks like a snake. Must mean something.
So now I'm off the map, I believe. It's very easy to miss a turn.
Appears to be some kind of hatchet.
Explore the paths here, says the walkthrough. Hug the right wall, says me.
It's another of those ceremonial daggers.
Hmm. That's where I want to be. There aren't enough like proper mazes in games, honestly. Yeah, that thing where you like look down at your feet and
Symbol on
going
this
towards
door
the
looks like 2
staircases.
birds. There's another mark, like there was with the snake symbol.
And then I'm like awkwardly at this weird angle. Okay. Who wants to play Stratego?
13 gemstones attached to the top of this altar. The stones are slightly chipped and cracked as though they've been struck with something repeatedly. Maybe this is some sort of Mayan xylophone.
Okay, good. It's going to give me a different view. Okay. Why was that the answer? I don't know.
I guess solving the stone riddle on the altar unlocked the door.
I mean, I guess that's a riddle, sure.
And there's nothing more I can do here.
Is it like written on there?
And
Did I
there's
miss
nothing
it?
more Man, this place is nasty. Looks like I'll need to get across this chamber to those 4 doors on the other side.
Oh no.
Of course, I'm sure only one of them is the correct one. And if I fall off these walkways, I'm going to end up taking my first and last mud bath.
Okay, okay. Of course. Like you do. Okay. This may take me several attempts. Because I don't know if I've explained this before, but movement in this game, it's not the most precise of things.
I stumble over the edge and into a seething pool of lava. Within seconds, I resembled the layer of mozzarella on a bowl of French onion soup. I don't know whether it was the worn tread on my tennis shoes or my innate clumsiness, but I should have been a little more careful.
Okay. Very carefully. After that one goes by, or faster than it goes through. I knew there'd be something like in this game. Like there were a couple of things. There was like that's a little tense, but that was manageable. Like my first try or my like 10th on the stealth takedown. There's gonna be some horrible action element. Every game in this series has one.
Fireballs hits me, creating a spectacular Murphy flambe. There are no PI rules that apply to fireballs, except those of the female persuasion.
What?
In any case, it's always a good idea to avoid flying objects.
If I had an editor, I'd be like, you know, suggesting to start the death counter. Okay, careful, careful. Okay, well. Okay. Okay. This is gonna take a few tries.
I stumble over...
Yeah. Now again, I'm reminded someone recently released a patch for, well, primarily for Under Killing Moon, but works for this one too, to give these sections like standard WASD controls. But I'm not a coward. Oh, it's not a wall. Okay, okay.
One of the fire...
Okay. Crouching, looking down a little. Again, like, not moving forward at all is kind of tricky the way this works. You're like, you're not quite setting your velocity, but it's like having a, please go past me. No. It's like having a joystick that like doesn't center right. If that makes sense. Oh, it's mouse controls. Yeah. Both this and the previous game. You turn with the mouse. You move forward and backwards by like sliding past a very specific point on the mouse. You go faster by holding R. And like, it's part of what gives it a weird charm. It's just the baffling control scheme. So if you notice, I seem to be like moving very like glidey and carefully and slowly. That's because like it's like if I just jerk this to the left, I mean it only turns at that speed, but like then finding the center point where it's safe is very hard to do again. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. What? Okay. Oh, the corners are really unforgiving too.
I stumbled.
But again, there is, if you're interested in these, a patch for people who want to play, say, this section of this game with good controls. But like, I'm of the opinion that, you know, like, this was designed the way it was designed for a reason. Authorial intent is a thing. Over-standardization is a terrible thing for games in general. So, we suffer. I love his first person, so I don't know if I'm... Well, that's a very good angle of the, like, two circles intersecting
One of the fire...
to make that fireball. But yeah, there's nothing to really say about it. It's just, this is going to be hard. Because it really wants you to fall off these edges, too. Like, they're not at all forgiving. It's kind of like... Also, this is like almost the Meridian music in places. Oh, come on.
One of the...
And again, if I had an editor, there'd be a point where it's like, okay, now we're gonna like go into fast forward and play some jaunty little tune, so you don't have to sit here and watch me just repeatedly die. You know what? Oh. That might be recoverable.
One of the fire...
Especially if it doesn't save the fireball positions, which I don't think it does. But it does save mine. So, okay, this is safe scummable to a certain degree. Generally, fireball I didn't
One
save.
of the fire...
I do like the tradition that every game in the series has something like this. Like, not exactly like this, but like, there was the hoverboard bit in the second one. There was the weirdly harsh alarm timer in like the first one, if I recall. No, the first one had like the shooting sections, that's right. The alarm was also the second one. I should maybe wait out a fireball, where I can like see where they're coming from. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say it should be safe here because I'm like, that statue's gonna block them, right? But no.
One of the fire...
I can do this crawling forward like a little bit at a time though. Like we've established that. Like they're not in a fixed pattern, so. Okay, that one goodbye. Yeah. Look at the hitboxes on these things.
One of the fire...
And yeah, it feels like it was designed for a trackball a bit. It's so like fiddly too. Like every once in a while, you like just like really jerk around a corner or something like that, and it's like, yeah, that happens. Okay, what if I just go, move, enemies everywhere. I'll take it. Quick save before I get fireball in the face. Okay. And the, like weird stuttery sound too when they're coming out is nice.
One of the fire...
Yeah. Again, if anybody's been counting, let me know when I finally get through this, how many times I died here, because I'm curious. Oh, come on.
One of the...
That was good. Yeah, I like took my halfway point break like past technically the happy point in the game because I just knew one of the later days was going to have just some serious BS where I would die 50 times.
One of the fu-
You just get a sense for these things. I kind of wish there was some like logic to when I'm gonna take a fireball to the face, though. Like, I even know if I'm in the same direction.
one of the
I don't even see them going by. I'm just hearing it. Like, does it come from behind me now?
One-
It doesn't pause it when I switch modes. Okay.
Looks like the way out is through one of those 4 doors. Door won't budge.
So, guess what other fun thing this room is doing?
Looks like the way out is through one of those 4 doors. Door won't budge. One of the fire...
It's the last door you check. Because of course it is. So they come from like up higher on the wall or something? And possibly aim for you?
Looks like the way out is through one of those 4 doors. Door won't budge. Looks like the way out is through one of those 4 doors.
Okay, here's what the count was. It's like what, 30, 40? Once I got to the first set of doors, it wasn't that bad, honestly. I think they do track you is the thing. So you gotta like listen to the sound and then get horizontally over to one side or the other. I think that's like a safe spot when you're close to the wall. Anyway, that was the thing in this game had in it. Still enjoying this, but like, wow. Okay, that's wrong, I think. So I love that it gave me a map, and then like here, go into the half of the place that's not on the map. It's like thanks, that was really handy. And I'm following a walkthrough that says, you know, okay, take like the first branch to the left and the first branch to the right, but like easy to miss turns in here. And I think you actually did.
It's another of those ceremonial daggers.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to find. No. Wonderful. Well,
Aha, the Pentagon. I knew the military was involved in this.
let's see.
This door won't open. I'll have to enter through another door.
I just have to use my native maze solving skills or reload to when I first got out of that room. I do like the just dick move of having these little pillars though to make it look like there may or may not be a turn until you like look carefully.
Symbol on this door looks like some kind of giant insect's head. I hope there aren't any critters this size buzzing around in here.
Okay, so I think this is what I was looking for.
Sounds like an army of wasps in here somewhere. The buzzing seems to be coming from that stone head on the wall. A couple of those buggers are coming out of the mouth, and if a few of them sting me, I'll swell up like an elephant and be dead in 30 seconds. I either have to destroy that nest or get out of here.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. Looks like a third thing, or fourth. Aww. There we go. And if I didn't do this, I would have died. Oh, did they try to film actual fire there? It doesn't work.
Now there's nothing in that stone head but a big pile of wasp crispies.
Okay. Sure.
Drawings in this chamber show people worshipping 3 Mayan kings. There are 9 empty squares on top of this altar.
Great. Presumably, again, looking for puzzle pieces on the floor. Oh, are they all just like stacked up right there?
These tiles look like they can be laid out in a pattern on the altar.
Oh, that makes it easier. Okay.
There are 9 empty squares on top of this altar.
Yep. Okay. Thank you, Puzzle Snap. Now that I know you are a thing, you make life much more tolerable. I mean, there's only so many ways it can go. Okay, that goes there. Goes there. That's apparently close enough for Jazz.
There's nothing more I can do here.
Okay. It's like somebody was challenged. Okay. We want as many puzzles as we can. Only in this jigsaw interface. Plus the crossword. Plus, like, a couple actual puzzles here and there. But still. Oh, I guess... could have gotten that from looking at the walls in some fashion.
Now there's nothing in that stone head but a big pile of wasp crispies. There's a black sun symbol over this door.
Okay.
There's a wasp symbol on this door. Man, I hate those buggers. There's a wasp. There's a wasp symbol up. There's a wasp symbol.
I don't think it's referring to the entrance door when I don't think I came in here the way that it was expecting me to. Say leave through star door. Oh wait, to find the golden dagger that I already found. Aha. Okay, so we're back on track then. Also, actually take the moon door out of here. Air hockey glide down the hallway.
Another of those ceremonial daggers.
This is a lot of ceremonial daggers, I'm just saying. Like, okay, let's see. So I'm just thinking about the fact this game also has like multiple endings
Like a dagger.
that you kind of have to like do stuff through the whole game to like get onto the branches for.
This looks like some kind of totem pole. Figured the bottom
Like-
may have been a sacrificial victim.
Imagine playing this game without a guide, right? Like getting through all these puzzles, getting through some of the kind of arbitrary stuff you have to do, like going back to that random hotel room later in the game, then doing it again and trying to make different choices to like find the other endings. Like, that's all. Game's gonna like last you several months, potentially. I don't know what's going on in here.
The art in here shows various forms of sacrifice and torture. Again, I am reminded of my ex-wife.
Of course you are.
This looks like some kind of totem pole. Figured the bottom may have been a sacrificial victim.
Being respectful towards other cultures over here.
The art in here shows various forms of... This looks like installer has 5 slots carved into the stone top. Looks like something needs to be inserted into the slots.
Huh? Excuse anyone here? Okay. Let's slide you in there. You in there. Don't be shy, just hop on in. Did I actually get some points for that one? Again, there was a hint to that somewhere around, but heck if I know where it was. Like different hilt symbols you can. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Up on the wall there. Maybe? I got nothing. Anyway, let's see. I am leaving through Black Sun, which is awkwardly back here. Okay.
Judging by the dagger symbol, this must have been the sacrificial chamber.
I feel like you want to do your sacrifices out, like, under the sky. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert, but, like, you get a good crowd around. You know, you got the nice fresh air. Presumably, the gods can look down at you from above. You don't want to be, like, deep inside a building. It's just really uncomfortable for everyone. Anyway. Follow the passages to the Pentagon room. That's really a helpful hint. Thank you. I did find at one point the Pentagon room. Oh, okay.
Aha, the Pentagon.
No choices.
I knew the military was involved in this.
Grapes withdrawn.
Drawings in this chamber show people being crushed and impaled by large descending spikes. Sort of like those spikes on the ceiling. Yeah, it's probably just a coincidence. Those spikes look nasty. If I'm not careful, those things could tenderize me in a hurry.
You know what?
I'm just guessing here, but it looks like I'll need to rotate these symbols in a certain sequence. Colored dots must be the key. Uh-oh. Either I'm going through an unprecedented growth spurt or the ceiling is dropping. I'd better do something and quick. I'm just guessing here, but it looks like I'll need to rotate these symbols in a certain sequence. Colored dots must be the key.
Yeah.
I move the last symbol on the wall, and suddenly, the floor drops out from under me.
Again, theme of this area is like puzzles where I'm sure there's a hint to them somewhere that I missed. That was kind of fun.
Fancy meeting you here.
I could say the same thing.
Well, I kept you waiting long.
Oh no, I just got here.
Regan, what the hell?
I guess I was supposed to be sitting back in my hotel room like a good little girl, right? Well, I'm sorry, it's just not in my nature to sit around and let someone else make my decisions for me. I mean, I wasn't gonna let you and those two darling old fools ruin everything I ever worked for. Here we are sitting on the greatest discovery in the history of the world, and they say get rid of it. Get rid of it? Great idea. I mean, who cares how much it's worth? Who cares how big the technology is? Not just to us, but to everyone.
Didn't you hear what Fitzpatrick and Whit were saying? We destroy ourselves with this.
Well, maybe we are ready. I mean, why don't we give ourselves the benefit of the doubt? In the hands of someone like my father, this new technology could open doors we never even imagined.
The problem is, these things don't end up in the hands of people like your father. They never do.
Well, maybe we should try and find a way out of here, huh?
Okay. Are you actually in the room with me? Oh, you are. Look at that.
Maybe Regan can help me figure something out.
Is that very good talk icon again? I do like the music in this area, though. It's like a mix of, again, the very like reminiscent House 2 bit, the very Meridia bit,
On the way down here.
a little Resident Evil. It's a good blend. Shush, shush, shush. Hi. Mm-hmm. Meh.
Some of these figures look like they're ascending to heaven. There must be details in these drawings that can help me figure something out. Some of these...
Okay, so it is just like, yeah, look at the murals carefully for the hints on these, I guess.
Statue seems to be reaching toward the light from above. Seems to be about the only way out of here.
Well.
The rope's in place.
It's too heavy for me to do by myself.
Oh, they're gonna climb it.
I could use a little help here.
Move aside, honey. I'll move it. Please, over.
Now.
This patient baby.
There it goes.
Yeah, the statue's broken into large fragments, but they're still too heavy to lift. And the fragment from the statue has a good-sized crack in it. If I could break this thing into two pieces, they'd be small enough so I could lift them.
Well, how do we do that? Obviously, in the most sensible fashion. Don't try this at home, kids. Okay, I am apparently very confused what a jackknife is.
My knife used to have all the cool attachments. Now everything's busted off except the pliers and the standard
Oh, okay,
screwdriver
it's a
bit.
Swiss Army knife, but not Swiss, apparently. Got it. I thought I was gonna, like, you know, take a knife to the bullets and try to, like, set him off. Anyway. We're not done with Lantern, huh? Okay. Sure. Where are we? Of course. As you do.
There's no way I can lift this piece, even with Regan's help. There's no way. This fragment looks just small enough for me to pick it up. This fragment looks just small enough for me to pick it up.
No clever comment on those? Okay. Hang on. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Let's go. More treats? Okay. Ah. Got a little fast moving there.
After you.
Indiana Jones increases. a weird scream.
Nag, nag, nag.
Those pink flashes of like single corrupted video frames are so distracting.
It's beautiful, just like a huge Christmas present just waiting to be opened.
Guess I should call Fitzpatrick and tell him we found it.
Don't call him. Let's just keep this between ourselves, just between you and me.
That isn't how it works, Regan.
But it can. We can have everything we ever wanted. I know people, we just have to tell them where the ship is, they'll give us everything we ever wanted. We can spend the rest of our lives together.
That isn't right, Regan.
What have you got to go back to? I mean, look at your life. It's a dead end and you know it. You can play it safe, spend the rest of your life with that little mutant girlfriend of yours, struggling and never taking a
How
chance.
do you know about Chelsea?
What does it matter? You can have it all. Wealth, freedom, me.
Look, my life may not seem like much to you. My mutant girlfriend's not the most glamorous woman in the world. But I happen to feel a certain obligation to do what's right, and not just what serves my best interests.
Lovely little speech. Keep a good little private eye and hand me that communicator. Or would you prefer that I blast a hole in you and take it myself? Thank you. Well, I thought you'd be more surprised to see me.
Oh, I figured the NSA would be around here. I'm just wondering why I didn't smell you first.
This isn't official business. No. It's a purely personal matter between Miss Madison and myself.
I offered you a piece of the action, Tex. You got no one to blame but yourself.
So you and Cross have been working together since the beginning?
It's disillusioning, isn't it? Well, it might make you feel better to know that she's taken a liking to you. I mean, I wanted to do away with you right away. And she convinced me that she'd bring you over to our side. You look like you're a stronger man than I am.
No, I guess we're just not cut from the same.
I found out about Malloy and the NSA. Then I met Miss Madsen when I was looking for her father. Can you imagine someone selling out her own father?
I didn't sell him out.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. At first, we didn't have much luck tracking down Malloy's boxes, but then you came along. And I don't know whether it was luck or whether you're that good. But anyway, I decided to let you do the work. It was a good decision, don't you think? I mean, here we are at the appointed place and time.
You're not gonna get away with it, Cross.
Oh, no? I don't see anybody here who's going to stop me. When I first saw you, I wanted to blow your brains out. Not because I didn't like you. You're a very resourceful fellow. No, I wanted to kill you because I enjoy killing people. I find it very satisfying.
Yeah, well, I figured the way you played me for a sucker, you ought to be the one that pulls the trigger.
You're too good for your own good.
Enough talk!
How about you?
Say goodbye. Wait! Don't shoot. will lead you to that which you seek.
It's a trick.
All right, old man. I won't kill him. Not yet, anyway.
What a weird outfit to put on to go check out the alien spaceship in the Mayan ruins. So my understanding is the ending branching, if you are more evil, then like you have an actual confrontation there and like have to shoot somebody. Or like try to shoot someone and drop the gun, depending on what you're doing. Well, like, the crystal skull thing has been around for a while. Like, that is some proper weird nerd lore. So I was rolling my eyes at like the Area 51 stuff, and then the Mayan stuff. Like, oh, okay, we're going here. Yeah. And there's cutscenes happening. We're going, remember at. I like his little cane.
Who are you, Tex?
I might ask the same question to you.
That will be disclosed. Would you step off the beam, please?
Oh yeah, fair.
This is an historical moment. We are standing in the midst of history. Those who arrived with the ship, if not our fathers, the fathers of our race, were at least the guardians and guides of our ancestors. This is a holy place.
Enough of this fanfare. What's in there?
That is the generator chamber, and the light you see is coming from the main power cell.
Well, let's take a look at that, shall we?
Your option.
Such a weird chicken and the egg thing that like so much stuff like this is what aliens are like is just like people were looking at Mayan stuff and decided to use their gods as a basis for like their alien stuff, and then years later we got it all backwards. I don't know why mine specifically. It's not like their religion's that much different than any other one you can pick out of a hat. Like,
Wait for my son.
long cutscenes in this game though, here and there. Holy cow.
Let him go. We've got what we wanted.
She must help me to get this ship off the Earth, off this planet as soon as possible.
Why?
Explosives! Anti-hydrogen pods set to go off in a very few minutes. We've got to get this ship as far as possible from the planet Earth in that little time.
You know how to fly?
I know.
How do you know you
You know how to fly. What? My father, a long time ago, Listen to me now, follow me. This is important. My mother is an American woman in Nebraska, but my father's DNA is in me. I know how to fly this ship. Now, you must find the black sun symbol and press it.
Now, come here. Come here.
Find black sun. Black sun button, press it. Then, north. Circle. Red. North, circle, red. East. East. Cross.
And then I guess just wing it from there.
What was it Fitzpatrick said? North, circle, red. Now what?
No, he said that. Why are there PlayStation buttons?
What was it Fitzpatrick said? North, circle, red. Now what?
Baby, you're screwing me up. You gotta chill out for a second here. I'm at the end of the game. There we go. Yeah.
Shouldn't have taken your eyes off.
Yeah, well, where were you?
Okay. True. They did have their 0.
Irving,
Okay,
if you
you up
open up, I'll be very nice to you.
Now. Hi. I'm gonna pet the hell you watch the end of the game, okay?
Not long after, Elijah Witt shows up. As we fly home, I fill him in on what happened. He's kind enough to write me a check to cover my expenses and then some. As soon as I'm alone in my office, my thoughts turn to Chelsea. Regan had been the ultimate temptation, but it's only made me more sure about my feelings for Chelsea. I give her a call and we make a date for a long overdue dinner in her apartment. So the spacecraft gets higher and higher and it finally disappears. And then about 5 seconds later, BAM! There is this huge explosion. And I guess there's just little pieces of Jackson Cross and Regan scattered all over the Andes Mountains.
That is quite a story. I mean, what does that make it? 4, 5 times now you saved the world. Don't you ever get tired of doing the same old thing?
Do I detect a little note of skepticism here? You don't think I make these things up, do you?
Oh, who, me? Of course not, sweetie. It's just that, well, no one has ever actually seen you saving the world. And you know how people are. Seeing is believing.
Okay, that does it. I'm retiring. This is a dirty job. I am underpaid. And when I get through cleaning up other people's problems, I get tossed aside like a loaded huggy.
Come on, it's not that bad.
And not to be fair, there was a witness in the second game, then they just kind of like dropped that plot.
Exactly the way you are. Warts and all.
How did you know about my award?
Well, I could guess. Are you all finished with dinner?
Yeah, I'm pretty well done with that. What do you call that anyway?
Lasagna.
I'll tell you, that's not what my dad had called it. Brutal.
Okay, so if you're all done, I have a surprise for you, and I want you to stay right there, and I'm going to be right back after I change.
His dad has strong opinions on lasagna, apparently.
So maybe it's not a perfect world, but right now it's pretty damn close. Maybe no one will ever believe what happened to me, but I'll get over that. Because I'm caught up on my rent and I still got some cash left over. On top of that, I just had dinner with the girl of my dreams and now it's time for a little dessert.
Bouncing with
Are
horny.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Cover your eyes.
Wow.
Okay, you can open them.
You know, I've got a coat just like that.
What a coincidence. When I was down in Phoenix, I learned to square dance, and it is so much fun. And I know how you love to dance.
It's just that I was kind of expecting something different.
Oh, I know what you had in mind. And apparently no one's taught you the truth.
Well, she has a whip.
Of do-si-do.
Yes. Learn. I want to learn.
Well, I'm glad that we established that Tex Murphy is a bottom. So that was the good ending. I could sit here for another like 40 hours and get the bad ending and the medium ending, and like there's minor variations in both of those. But yeah, here's the explanation of how it works. This is also mentioned in the manual. I am curious how much it changed. My impression is not very much, is the thing. I do feel like the endings were probably more satisfying, though. Just, like, narratively speaking. But also, I believe this one's canon to the 5th game. Look at all those real actors. Like,
The candles, they don't help. The only thing that passes.
also, I feel like I should talk over this because, like, I smell copyright claim. But yeah, like I mostly enjoyed that, but it was missing a little bit of that spark that the previous game had. That spark of just like a terrible comedy instinct, you know? Like this actually has like really well directed cutscenes, and decently acted, but it just kind of makes it all kind of dry. And also, like, okay, so what is the story at the end of this game, right? Like, so could you sing a little less loudly so I can talk over you? So R.J. Fleischer from UHF is apparently half alien and forgot where his dad parked his ship that's gonna explode. But his friend had the notes on this and also just decided to split them up into like 4 MacGuffins because he didn't trust the government and his daughter, who sucks. So he, takes his MacGuffin that he made with, I guess, the coordinates of this ship, and you know, splits it up into however many pieces, and then just mails them to random people he knows, pretty much, so that it's hard for people to find out where this ship is, but somebody has to find out where this ship is because it's gonna explode because it's basically a time bomb. And so RJ realizes this and hires just the dorkiest detective he can to find his friend. Just like, where did you put these pieces of this thing already? And that doesn't work out really, and there's a big shootout scene, and there's like, well, like let's solve the puzzle. But then he just shows up, and like, he didn't really consult with him about where you were going. So like, why didn't you just go down to the mine ruins yourself and like pilot the ship into space and like spare everybody a whole lot of trouble? Because you apparently knew where it was the whole time and how to operate it, and none of this mattered. Am I missing something? Or I guess you just wanted to like see if his friend was okay, because you know they were friends. Anyway, yeah, that was that. Again, not as good as Under Killing Moon. Much less frustrating than the second game. The first game was just an ambitious, weird thing. And there are 2 more. And honestly, it is only midnight. I have the 5th game loaded up, just in case this one was short. I could just jump into that. Also, did I see the actual proper intro? Like, I'm assuming I did, but let's double check while we're here. And, like, there was kind of a box, but you really didn't earn that title. Like, I mean, I guess, like, okay, here's a spaceship with anti-hydrogen in it that, like, you know, that's kind of like Pandora's box, because, like, if, like, the government gets it, they can blow stuff up real good, I guess. It's also kind of surprising that, like, they never explained how that works. Like, I'm a big enough nerd that I understand. But, like, I don't know. It feels like something you'd explain. Oh, okay, this was the intro, right? Well, we're watching again because it's goofy. Oh, and this was also, like, a whole thing that didn't really go anywhere. I totally forgot there was, like, a serial killer at the start of this game. Did that even resolve? Like, yeah, you got this guy who's like killing random women, and he's like threatening the one girl down at the club that you kind of wind up meeting, and then you like burst in to save her, and then it's just we're done with that. And I guess he was also like the government spy who was just like serial killing on the side. I guess this is not the most coherent narrative, is what I'm trying to get at here. Also, could they like not get another actor? Is that just the guy who plays Murphy playing this guy too? And yeah, I saw that. Under Killing was a good game. Why not have it, Andy? Why not, sell your story to an adventure game company in universe? It's a good title, if nothing else. And then they like talk for like half an hour, right? Okay. But yeah, so that was something. We have a lot of time here, so what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to go AFK for like 10 minutes or so. I'm going to get something to eat and drink and all that. Then I guess I'm going to sit down and just jump into Tex Murphy Overseer because it's here and I'm told much shorter. And I can probably find a walkthrough for it. And yeah, I'll do that. Maybe finish it up next week if it's not super short. I guess that's the plan. So, see you in a few minutes.